Hello, my friends. It is Monday morning, and I wanted to come out here last night and share. I shared some videos with you. One of them was the warmer scent of the month for November because I realized I had not done that yet. And then I had also shared our November whiff box since I had received mine. And if you didn't see those videos, you'll have to make sure that you go out there, and they're going to be the ones previous to this one. But when I went to go upload those two videos out there, I realized on my YouTube channel that that's all I've really been doing out there. I have not been uh, putting anything other content out there but those things. And I don't really like, I do most of my sharing on my Facebook and Instagram accounts. I do that through my business suite and everything. So yeah, when I was looking at that, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything else out there and I need to do that. So anyhow, you'll see that I'll start making some changes with that and everything, and you'll start seeing a little bit more to share out there, and then I'll share it out on my social media platforms so too. So I only have a few minutes, which is probably a good thing. And then I have to run to an appointment and everything. But I wanted to come out here and just say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my business. I get to see some of you at these vendor events. I love that. I really, really do. Being able to show you my product, like what you see behind me. Sorry, I just had my coffee and I have creamer in it. And so every morning I got to deal with what that does. But anyhow, so going to the vendor shows, I love being able to meet you because that's where you get to see some of these products, and hold on, I had to sneeze. But being at the vendor shows, I get to see you. I get to see you and show you all the products, right? That's one of the things that I love about this business is, if you're just online and you're seeing my pictures, you don't get to feel it. You don't get to touch it. You don't get to see it in person. And the amount of times I heard over the weekend, people saying, oh my gosh, that is so much prettier than what I saw it online. Yes, it is. Until you see those things right there in person, that makes a difference. And that's what I want to talk to you about because it is November 24th. And this is the week of Thanksgiving. And I know everybody's going to be busy with the hustle and bustle. And then here comes the holiday, Christmas holiday afterwards. And that's when we see a lot of people being busy, right? And it's also a time that you got to stop and take a deep breath and relax and let yourself wind down. Spend your time with your loved ones. No matter if they're your friends, your family, whatever that means for you, spend that time with your loved ones. Slow down for a minute. That's where I would love to come in and help you too with Scentsy. Maybe you're struggling right now with, purchasing things that you want for your home. Even maybe it's food on the table. What I love about this business of mine, it'll be 15 years in February. I know what it has done for my life. I know what it has brought, how much value it's brought to my life. I also see with other Scentsy sisters and Scentsy brothers that are doing this and how they have made changes in their life. Whether it's the extra income, and sometimes it's not the income at all for people. Sometimes they join because they just want to get paid back on their own purchases, but also that's the community that they are looking for. They want to be surrounded by like-minded people, community. They see how much fun we have when we're on these trips together, being at the home parties or being in person, you get to see how much fun it is. When I get to take a bag of fragrance testers with me, and I get all of you to surround around that table, and you're able to smell and bring back those childhood memories or whatever memories are associated with it. Do you know how wonderful that is? It's so great to hear your stories. It really is. And that's where you get to build with each other, right? It's really a lot of fun. So I wanted to talk about that because, we have some amazing join specials. This is life-changing. Forget about that it's a direct sales company. Think about it as, what do you want to do for yourself? Do you want to sit there and, when you're not working maybe you've got a full-time job, and then once you get home, you have nothing to do, and you just sit in front of the TV. That's okay. You can do that. Sometimes you need to be able to breathe that way. But what if you were to sit there and join Scentsy, meet with me, with somebody else, whoever that is? I'd love to teach you the ropes that I know. But what if you did that? What if you started making some changes and little by little, we start showing you the ropes and everything. Scentsy already has great training videos out there. They, in your workstation, they have all kinds of training that you can go through yourself to help you be successful. I help you with your launch party. It's basically you having a party by itself. And then, yeah, it's a great thing. So think about that. Think about that, because I can tell you from my perspective how much it means to me, how much I've seen it change other people's lives. Again, some people for money, other people just said, you know, you look like you're having fun. I just want to join. And they'll actually get some of their friends that will do it. I've had that happen too. One person joined, next thing you know, 2 more people, 3 more people joined with them. And I love that because it's a family. It's kind of like a family and a friends type get together. And then as you're working together, next thing you know, you just got done earning that next trip. And you're all going on that trip together. It's fun. It really is. And this has always been so much more fun than what I did with my full-time job. I love this business. I love watching people change their lives. I watch, and there are some times where I see people get a little stressed out, but you know, it is that time, that busy time of the season too. When I'm doing a lot of vendor events, yeah, I can get a little bit stressed out because I'm just trying to make sure that I do everything right. And I want to make sure I make a good impression. And yeah, so anyhow, but that's all I wanted to talk about, was just sharing this little moment with you as I get ready to get busy for the day and head into my appointment and everything. So Scentsy has something for everybody on your Christmas wish list. Holler at me. I would be happy to get something set up with you so you can get some of those products at a cheaper price point. And that's by hosting. And if you don't have a place in your space to host, I would love to have you come here, or how about meet up for lunch or dinner somewhere where I can bring my bag of testers, bring a few small products with me. You get to be able to be there with a couple of your friends. We'll go up to my favorite Mexican restaurant right up the road, and we'll be able to eat and drink and sniff and just visit with one another. Don't we all? Because we all have to eat, right? So why not take that time and opportunity to do something like that? And that way you're doing 2 things at once. You're being able to socialize with your friends. You're being able to fuel your system, your body, but you're also being able to smell those fragrances. They get to make their purchases. You get to reap those host rewards. That would be a great thing. So have a great day and love yous. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.